No. Let's come up. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna come up with my whole Canadian 007 movie.
Let's do that. All right. Sounds like
so for those that don't know, in Canada, James Bond is in public domain. It's public domain in Canada. So you could technically make a James Bond movie in Canada, but you can't release it anywhere outside of Canada. Good enough for me. Because eventually it'll get out there in public domain, and then we do a full frontal. Yeah, I said
it's
full
book,
frontal.
Though.
What?
It's only the book, though.
Yeah, we take the character from the book. We take the character from the book, and then we have him chase fucking teenagers in the woods.
That's just... Wait, is that what happened in the book?
No. I'm doing a slasher version of 007 in Canada. I want to do a Canadian... I want to do a... Yes, I want to do a Canadian Winnie the Pooh style, Screamboat Willie style, with 007 as a Canadian slasher. So I'm going to use your streams to come up and hash out the plots.
Okay, sounds good.
Is that okay? My nose is running too. We might end this quick. This might be a 15-minute stream.
We can do this.
No, I'm not very energetic today, guys.
Seems everyone's sick lately.
Yeah. Well, seasons changing, so allergies and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here, actually.
At least we're not derailing the stream.
You got nothing to derail it with.
Exactly. Bingo.
Okay, so what are we talking about? Oh, 007 slasher. Okay.
Yeah.
How can I do this shit? So it's very easy to set up. Sending 007 to Canada would be so fucking easy. He just has a mission in Canada. He has a license to kill. I want him as the slasher. So we can't present it from his perspective, technically. Because then we lose... I don't know, it doesn't feel right if we're doing a slasher movie, but it's from the perspective of the slasher. How do I figure this out?
Mm-hmm. Max had a really good take where you think the next James Bond is coming.
Okay, what exactly did I walk into?
This guy is the next.
It's like
James
your two
Bond.
parents doing it, right, Matt? That's what it feels like, right? Just walked in on your parents.
No, I
you
thought
find out one of your parents is a green alien and the other one's a raptor. Depressing nonsense.
James...
What are you talking about? I'm coming up with a pitch for my awesome 007 fucking slasher movie, you piece of shit.
Yeah, RJ.
RJ, you're just depressed because you didn't come up with it first, and you're projecting that on me.
Exactly.
What we're doing is we're coming up with our 007 slasher movie that we could film in Canada because 007's in public domain. Duh. Don't bring these idiots in here. I don't want these assholes in here while I'm trying to do this. Of course you love it, Charlotte. It's a great idea. So obviously we got to start the movie with teenagers wanting to party, and they're like, I know of a cabin in the woods. And they're like, that sounds awesome. That's a give me.
Mm-hmm.
How do we get Bond there? And how do we get them mad enough at the teenagers to kill him?
He disguises himself as a counselor.
if we have it that one of the teenagers. Yeah, I just said that. Welcome to fucking 10 minutes ago, Jarbo. Yes, we're only distributing in Canada until the dam breaks, which it will break. I know you can film it anywhere. I was already contemplating. Like, obviously, James Bond gets the mission from M, but I don't want to film it from the perspective of Bond. I need to figure out how James Bond gets the mission without actually showing James Bond, which is weird. I know, but we got to figure it out for movie purposes. And yes, I would get plate shots or establishing shots in London, and we just cut to a fucking studio over here. Maybe if we do it from his POV. I know what I'll do. I don't know what I'll do. It'll be, the scene will be M and Money Punny, or what? What?
Oh, you make it the point of view of the victims, and they think James Bond is, this charming agent, but they don't realize he's the slasher.
No, we got to make it dark, and I also want to, unlike the Pooniverse, really play into the character. All right, so I'd cast M was going to be a woman again with Money Punny. Obviously, Money Punny's a woman. So M, we're back to woman status for M. In my version, again, this is like a Pooniverse 007, only released in Canada for now. I'm actually going to do this. This whole stream, I'm just going to come up with the exact fucking pitch. And then I have this in the back of my mind, or in the back pocket next time I go to Canada. I'll be like, I'm going to film this real quick. So, it would be M in a mission briefing with other MI6 officials, the higher-ups, talking about a mission that needs a man, not just any man. And I think this is where we could start playing with the thing. It's like, no, this thing specifically is actually, they need like a dude to seduce a woman, and they think of Bond specifically. Even though M has trepidations, he's been an absolute this guy is a psychopath. Even though this mission is about getting information, M knows that no matter what, women specifically are gonna die. All right, no matter what. All right, everyone knows it too. But unfortunately, the last agent was taken out. Now, maybe we'll reveal it later. But what we could do is, Bond has to infiltrate this college frat party. Because the daughter, because one of the sorority members, sorority rather than frat, one of the sorority members is the daughter of Blofeld or some shit, of Jaws. And she has braces. This is so stupid. Yeah. And we'll reveal that later. Oh my God. That's what we'll do. So Bond, we set up that these teenagers, every one of them are actually the children of famous Bond villains. And you know how the Bond villains, like they all, like Dr. No, there's going to be Sandra No, Hillary Jaws, Brandon Oddjob. Oh my God. Yeah, and we'll do that as a twist. And even the kids don't know their parents were bad and shit. So that'll explain why. Okay, so we don't even need a mission briefing. We could just have fucking James Bond pop off on these fucking teens.
Just massacre.
Oh my God, yeah, that'll be so good. And
villain.
then little by little, they reveal it's like, shit, our parents are like famous Bond villains. Well, not mine. No, I already got mine. I'm doing the Descendants, but taken out by Bond. Easy. Easy. The Brits love it.
And then
No, you see,
A few moments later.
way too political with communists like Bond and Bond. You don't think Bond and him he starts killing communists like? We have to go even more extreme with it's like no, you definitely don't think of Bond killing teenagers, fucking college students. That's fucking hilarious. Oh my god, I'll play it like so like you don't even see his fucking face for most of the movie. Good. I don't need to have Bond's perspective. Perfect. Okay, so they're
and
the
then
kids
at
of the
the
village.
at the end, you see like his hand with a glass of like what does James Bond drink?
Dry martini, shaken not stirred.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you see his glass with the martini.
We definitely gotta
Is it
have at least
shake
2 Yakuza kills.
Yeah.
Or make it like a training summer camp. Not training. A Spectre summer camp. Okay, now you get 1/4 credit. 1/4. Because you said camp and Spectre. Shaken not stirred. It's a summer camp. Dude, we're trying to you gotta blend it more with the slasher shit. Come on.
Maybe he
The
doesn't
Spectre
even
summer
speak the
camp where they
whole.
all the because think about it, all these villains is like I can't have my fucking kids go to public schools. So all the villains, like there's so many Bond villains that they actually set up their own fucking school system for their kids and families to go to, and that'd be hilarious. Like it'd be all the fucking like like late teens to 20-year-olds. And then we'll just have like grown man Jaws too. Like he's like, I'm going back to school, like fucking, like in a Billy Madison sort of scenario.
What if you don't have James Bond speak at all until the very end, where he's like shaken, not stirred?
Yeah, but money. I'm glad they're all getting their own thing. But guess what? James Bond's getting his own thing with mine. James Bond, his own thing. And they're gonna be like, "What do you mean? James Bond always had no. James Bond was always stuck in a James Bond movie. This time, James Bond is doing his own thing. Not gonna be replicated. James Bond is gonna be a slasher. It's gonna be That's gonna be awesome. I think you could make James Bond super creepy. Can you imagine that dude in a bar and he's like kind of handsome, but he's also cold steel. He's just like looking at you and you're like, cool. Just like, oh god, James Bond could be creepy. We can make James Bond creepy. I don't even want to show his face, just like the silhouette of a dude in a tux and shit. Get out of here. Everyone knows what's up.
That's what I mean.
And the fucking teenagers find his Walter PPK and shit with the silencer. It's like, what the? This was outside. Like he dropped it. No, he can't drop it. How can we do this?
Oh, you start dropping hints that he's James Bond throughout
Yeah,
the
exactly.
whole thing.
Throughout the whole. How can we do that?
Like
what would be a James Bond hit?
the-
The Aston Martin's parked outside. Hey,
Well,
who's
they
Aston
find
Martin
like,
is that?
little clues.
And then they all go outside. They're like, "Who's driving this?" And then like for some reason, some kid just starts like, "Come on, man, come out! Whose car is this?" He's just getting a like. This is gonna be a bad slasher movie, okay? Bad slasher movies need excuses for shit to happen. So for some reason, some brute fucking frat guy is just gonna be mad that the car's parked there and no one wants to fess up to whose car it is, so he's just gonna start whacking it, right? And then they're gonna find out, like, I don't know, it gets like a AI warning or like, please back up from the vehicle or some shit. Like, whoa! No, or like the fucking guns come out and go, and they start like shooting all that fucking brute guy, and he's cut in half and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the car is a weapon too. And then you see like James Bond set up all this shit like outside the cabin in the woods. Like you run outside, he has like these wires that just fucking cut you up and shit. Like James Bond is a fucking like, he's no joke. It is just to escape and then he's gonna go in. And the thing is, you can still do the arc for these villains of like, dude, no. Dude, your dad is Oddjob. Yeah, my dad is Oddjob. And then I have to find the inner villain within himself to survive. My dad is Oddjob. Then he throws his cap and James Bond like catches it. That'd be so cool. My dad is Oddjob. Oddjob's in your blood. That'd be crazy.
How do
And
you
then
put
one of the
Q in
kids
there?
gets away. Oh my god. One of the kids gets away. I'm definitely gonna return to this. One of the kids gets away, and then they have like a truck that comes in and picks him up, and it's like this older middle-aged dude, really cool, all that, right? And the guy's like, oh my god, yeah, we'll get you to safe. We're gonna get you to the hospital. Everything cool. It's sort of like a In a Violent Nature moment, right? And then he's like, here, have a cigarette, and he gives him give the person that the victim that left the cigarette, and he goes, here's a lighter. By the way, my name's Felix. It's Felix Leiter who's working with Bond, and we show that there's two of them there. He kills them, and then we'll do like a Texas Chainsaw Okay, what's the equivalent of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre dinner scene? But how can we do that, James Bond? It can't be tied up. It's like a casino game. It's a fucking they have like this makeshift casino. They're playing blackjack or something. What does James Bond play? That's the one thing I don't know. I don't know what he's good at gambling wise.
I'm not too
Yeah,
sure.
I'm digging this.
How do you put Jaws and Dr. No in there?
I would cast 3 different people for Bond, just to fuck with the fans. And like, no, because there's going to be different versions of like Bond himself is more of an ethereal, metaphysical character in this world. In the original book, it was
female Bond.
Huh? Female
have
Bond
a
is for the
female
real
Bond?
thing. Female Bond is for the real thing. Right now, I gotta play with the actual tropes of Bond in order for the slasher / parody for it to work. You can't add on top of all. I'm doing a slasher movie with Bond. Oh, by the way, Bond is a woman in this. Like, then you're losing track of what exactly you're doing. It's not really a version. I need to do the fan film of Bond. Like, for MGM, I mean, for Amazon and MGM or whatever the fuck, if they want to do a female Bond, I'm all for that. I don't care about that. It's just 007's a number. Janie Bond, I don't care. I never cared about any of that with the characters, but I understand a lot of people do. So they have like instead of a dinner scene, they have like a makeshift casino. That seems lame. You can't do them tied up like a villain either. Is there? I don't know. We got to find ways. I don't know. This ain't the first stream I'm going to be thinking of this. Don't worry. Every stream I'm with fucking Canada boy over here, I'm going to be thinking, how can we do a James Bond over at CJH's home?
How do you do sequels?
Dude, I'm not even... Stop it. Don't even ask for fucking sequels if I'm doing the first... I'm still working on the first one. I'm legitimately going to, like map this out. I'm going to map out like intro. I want to do this. I'm going to map out characters, themes. I'm going to legitimately come up with a pitch for a fucking terrible Canadian James Bond slasher movie. Okay?
Yeah.
If you guys want to help, come up with a title and make it Bondy. Maybe I'll come up with an AI
Drop
song
some
for
titles.
like License to Kill, like it already, because he already has a License to Kill, so it's like that's kind of the one to use, right?
Yeah.
Just use License
Make
to Kill
the
again.
title.
Yeah, License to Kill again. That's the title with the again and everything.
License to Kill again and again.
Octo Slashy. I don't know. For your knife only. Yeah, there we go. For your knife only. What else we got? What's other titles? Man with the golden axe.
What would the songs be?
I gotta do
Oh my
it
god, what if Goldfinger
No,
had a
Goldfinger's
good
son's gonna be in
story
it.
there?
Goldfinger's son's gonna be in it.
Yeah.
and he's gonna be the last one to reveal
Diamonds
which
are
one he is.
forever.
He's the last one to reveal that he's the son of Goldfinger, because he's gonna have gloves, and then it's like, well, whose son are you? And he's gonna take out the glove. He's gonna have one Goldfinger. He's not even gonna say the name. Everyone's gonna be like, oh, dude, this is gonna be so much fun. We're actually adhering to the Bond shit more than these fuckers. But watch, like, I'm gonna get so screwed because the characters. What? The characters are like
kill.
James Bond 007 is fucking probably like public domain, not Oddjob and not the other fuckers. So I'm gonna have to like last minute change them all to original villains, and it's not gonna work as well. But I'm still gonna fucking do it.
So the first one would be you only live twice.
You only live die.
Yeah. Live and let die is the next one. A view to kill is the next one. License to kill is the other one.
License to shill.
Die another day is another one. And then no time to die. Oh my god.
Every time to die. How about just call it die every time? No, it's gonna be go for your knife only. For your knife only. Da-da-ding. Only for you. James Bond, you're such a great slasher. That's why no one could ever bash her. Oh, James Bond. For your knife only. Rated R.
It's like angels
first
singing.
rated R James Bond movie. Hello. I'm gonna take that from the Broccolis. Broccolis are gonna be so mad. They're gonna blame Amazon somehow. This is Amazon's fault. Look what happened the minute. No one thought of a fucking stupid Canadian 007 slasher until Amazon got a hold of it. This is their fault. That's the best part. Yeah. I got a perfect alibi. My alibi when someone said, why would you do that? I'm like, look at Amazon. Oh. What are you silly?
And you drop it on Tubi.
I can't. Only Canadian Tubi. But then I'm willing to bet that this will be so huge that I could get at least 35% of the American populace to go to Canada to watch this thing. They're going to be like, what?
They would pirate it.
I'm treating movies now like fucking that asshole in Social Network treated Facebook, where it's about the exclusivity of a movie screening. And it's like, you guys, you got to go to this country if you want to see this thing.
I get the first
tickets. And make no mistake, people are going to want to see a 007 slash, especially when I get done with that trailer.
I get the cameo as the guy far, like in the background. Like you can barely see it. It's all blurry. And then I get bragging rights.
You want to be set on fire?
Yeah.
Cool. We'll get a stuntman that looks like you, and like he'll just be walking, then he just sets you on fire. And then we cut to the stuntman to actually set them on fire. And it looks like, and then we just do, and we'll do it in post. You going, I'm on fire. Say it like that, like you're on fire.
Just ADR.
Yeah, a terrible ADR. I'm on fire, and I'm CGH, and I'm on fire.
I just specifically say my name.
Yeah, say your name. I'm CGH, and I'm on fire. We're gonna have great sound editing too. Watch.
Yeah. Except for that part. That's the only part. And then you'll have a bunch of like fans that will be like,
why'd you do that
actually, yeah. When the studio deletes that scene, they'll be like, the fans restore the CGH cut.
I gotta do a kick-ass opening scene.
Oh my god, there you go.
Send pics. Location scout that shit for us. All right, well, what else you got, CGH? I'm almost done here.
I was hoping you would keep on going with this.
Please. Next show.
next show.
Every day I do a little bit more on this James Bond slasher idea. By the next show, I want to see if I could come up with a killer opening. I'm probably gonna have to re-listen to this as like remember the ideas. Like, okay, slasher. Okay, cool. Bad guy, sons and daughters of the bad guys. Super stupid. Love it.
What do you think of? Let me share this. What do you think of this idea? This original property, the Keanu Reeves